Good morning, everybody. My name's Ethan. This is my family's dairy farm. If you can tell, the picture of myself today is a little bit clearer because I got my phone screen protector fixed last night. So that's an improvement. So for the morning is we have broken water bowls in the barn, or one broken water bowl nozzle. So just ran to the shop to grab a little bit better tools for the job. And then 7420 is still apart in here, getting injectors done and just the cab blowers. So there's a YouTube video on that if you haven't seen it. But we're gonna go to the barn and start working on water bowls now. Alright, so this water bowl, you can see the nozzle. Sometimes it'll be dripping. The cows are in the way, but I shut off the water, but the nozzle will drip when the water's on. So I gotta take this nozzle off, but the top part of the nozzle seized in, so I gotta take the bottom part off. But the solution is, because they don't sell them nozzles anymore, to come to a different nozzle, take the whole thing out, put in this new replacement nozzle in there, and take the bottom off that one and put it inside the other one. It'll make more sense as I go to show you guys, but I just came up with that idea because we've been struggling with it for a few days now. Alright, so I just came to this water bowl and took the nozzle off of it. So now we have to take this nozzle apart in the middle here and put the bottom on the other one. But first, I'm gonna put the new nozzle on the water bowl. This is Luna, by the way. So I'm gonna put this one on. Alright, so I've gotten the new water bowl nozzle installed. I just turned the water on. It doesn't leak. So now we're gonna go, and while I'm down here I'll show you the other one that's dripping. If it is dripping, yeah, see how it's just, it'll slowly drip water. You're so curious. But that nozzle will slowly drip water till the water bowl overflows and makes a big mess. So anyhow, this is Delcy, by the way, and then that is Dominic. But you can see the nozzle will just slowly drip. Alright, so I just took this good water bowl nozzle apart. So this is the half that's stuck inside the other water bowl, and this is the half that comes out. So we're gonna put this on the water bowl that's leaking. Alright, so I've gotten the bad one taken off, and then I'm going to put on the good one, so I'll show you guys that. So, this cow is a little too friendly, but I got this, that's the part that's stuck in, and then I got this, and that's going to just thread on, but I'm going to need 2 hands to do that, because Dominic keeps trying to eat everything. Alright, so I put the new nozzle on, but it's still dripping, so we're just gonna go and buy a whole new water bowl later today and put that on. So we'll have to run to the local store and pick one out. Alright, so we're cleaning out the gutters now. You can see it runs around the barn, and then it goes along there, back out there, and the window's a bit dirty, or foggy rather, but into the manure spreader and tractor that's out there. But today we actually got, I think today or tomorrow, someday, we gotta shorten the gutter chain because it's getting too long. Yeah, I'll show you what it's doing. So up top there's that handle. That handle's cranked as tight as it can go to tighten the chain. You can see them pedals, they're like falling below and coming up. So if it gets too much more looser, that pedal will slide under the elevator and get stuck. So what we gotta do is we gotta loosen the tension off. Then we gotta cut a section of chain out, put it back together. So we gotta find a divider, and then we can fix this chain, shorten the chain. So I'd like to do that today, but it is raining, which is really, really sucky because it sucks doing this job in the rain. we had a new heifer calf this morning, but look at all the cats, how they just kind of go around the calf. Because it's the heat lamp and the heat's warm. Alright, so it's around 2 p.m. now. We got out of the barn at 11. It stopped raining, which is awesome. But I didn't plug this tractor in, but I gotta clean out the heifer barn. So we're gonna try and get it going. It generally sucks at running. Look at that truck, 7.3 Power Stroke. Anyway, yeah, I get sidetracked a lot seeing the neighbors drive by, but it's a 7.3 Power Stroke. Anyhow, so we are gonna try and get this thing started. Might need 2 hands though, because you gotta crank the steering wheel back and forth when you crank it over, because of these tractors get what you call, forget the terminology for it, but it relieves hydraulic pressure when you crank over the steering wheel, which helps the tractor to start better. So that's what we're gonna do. So I might not even try to show you because the batteries die too quick. Alright, got it going. It did start fairly easy, but we're gonna let it warm up while we go to the barn and grab our gloves and our work tunes, because it is just cold and wet out. We also need a bag for the seat because of all the rain we've gotten, and the rain comes in through the door. So anyway, we're gonna work at that now. So see you guys when I'm cleaning the heifer barn. Real quick sidetrack, this is the heifer calf that we had this morning that all the cats were laying on. She's awake now. Got her laying a bit better. I'm gonna keep moving it around, but yeah, we got a coat on her to keep her warm. Not a coat, a blanket and a heat lamp. Just me. These are our farm dogs once again. They just woke up from their naps. But yeah, all the cats lay on the calf because it's warm. Like right under here, it's nice and toasty. It's just a heat lamp bulb. See, there goes one of the cats again to lay on the calf. Alright, so we're gonna switch from the bale spear to the bucket now. Figured I'd show you the hookups. So this is what they call aloe. It's a hookup for the 6430. And then this is what you call hang loader. So that's a hookup for the 2350. So that's why we can't share buckets and bale spears between the 2 tractors, but aloe is now the primary hookup for most equipment. Not all, John Deere does have their own. So when we bought the 6430, we switched to our own style of aloe, like we got John Deere looked up, but yeah, that's just how we do it. Alright, we got a full load to go out to the field now, which is good. Got so much rain though, so everything's so mucky, which I hate, but you know what? It is what it is. Got a feed bag for the seat because it's an open station tractor. Anyhow, we are gonna go to the field and deal with the load of manure, and then we're gonna have to chop a bunch of bales. Alright, so we have a little bit of an issue. This spear, so one prong, can't pick up big square bales, but this one can. But once again, the hookups are different, so that's a problem. The other problem is the manure spread is hooked on. But what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of using that straw chopper. Well, it's a bale chopper. I'm thinking I grab 1 or 2 big square bales. I'll see what I do. Thinking I'm gonna put them in the back. I'm gonna chop them instead of just feeding them like what we usually do to the baby calves, because I gotta make it work somehow, because they need hay. We do have round bales, I could grab round bales, but this stuff is better feed quality for them, so I want to feed this. So I'm thinking I'm going to measure how long it is, and I'm going to see how well it'll fit in the chopper, but I'm thinking I'm going to put maybe one, maybe two at a time of these bales in the straw chopper. I kind of want to put two in to save time, but I might regret that decision, but we'll have to see. Alright, so we got a big square bale in here, even though the manure spreader was on the back of the 6430. We're going to cut the strings now, and then we're going to see how well it chops. Hopefully nothing goes wrong, but if it does, we can always just flake it out, because it's in flakes. But anyway, alright, I've gotten the strings cut off. It's kind of exciting, actually. Hopefully Kubota holds up to what they claim this machine can do. If it won't, well, they'll just be, you know, a little bit frustrating, but we will see. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try and chop this, and I'll maybe record a little bit of chopping too if it's not too hard. If it's too hard, then I won't. But anyway, well, things went well. We did have a hiccup though. I don't know why you put lights on a bale chopper anyway, but I just smashed only the lens cover. You can see someone already hit this one off one of the sides. Really, we should just take these lights off, because they're only making problems. But that's okay. We're not really worried about that, or I'm not at least. I was thinking about maybe someday taking them lights off and putting them on the bale wagon, but so one of them bales creates a lot of material. You can see even here, just a lot of stuff. We also ran over and crushed a pail, but just because the chopper's too wide for the barn, and yeah, but we don't worry about really stuff like that too much. Just, you know, a pail and a cover, it is what it is. Just cheap stuff, just cost of operating. But yeah, it's nicer, I think, feeding the bales here, but we gotta make do sometimes, so that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, now we're gonna chop straw. Alright, well, the heifer barn is all cleaned and all bedded. You can see that cow back there is just laying down, but all of these guys are eating their hay, so that's good. Bunch of happy calves. Well, it's chore time, so I'm gonna start feeding cows. And yeah, I didn't get the manure elevator fixed or water bowl fixed. Well, to be fair, Mom forgot to pick up a water bowl, so that's on her. But the manure elevator I didn't get around to, but rained all day, so we will have to get that fixed though, otherwise it's gonna break and that's gonna be a pain.